Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. In the last episode, we went through the treacherous waters to unlock Suicune as a party member. And I do want to mention that in this episode, well not in this episode, but between episodes, I recruited Zapdos and Deoxys, which pretty much means all of the secret slab legendaries that we've seen up to this point have been recruited, except for Latias and Latios. And of course, I still have to do the not the World Abyss, I still have to do the Bottomless Sea and the Sky Stairway to get the two legendaries there. So that's all I really need to get at this point. What I'd like to do in this episode is find the rest of the Secret Slab legendaries. Now, sadly, I'm not going to be able to get all of them because we are not able to currently go to Mount Mistral, which is the last place we need to go to get... it's the last place we need to unlock to get to the last one that we need. There's a couple we still need to get. So we've seen Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo and Time and Darkness will be there if you're playing Time and Darkness in Dark Crater or the Aegis Cave Pit. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune obviously are challenge ones, so we don't have to worry about that in Sky. Lugia is one that we need to find. Ho-Oh we won't be able to find because it's in Mount Mistral. Celebi is one we're actually here to find, and as is Darkrai. For a fun fact for you, we're finding two here. We're knocking out two. There's one on floor 10 and another on floor 13. I do have the secret slab, as you can see, and I do have my Amber Tear. I got worried for a second there. Did not want to have to go back and get that. And then we have to get, and then Deoxys, Latios, and Latias, obviously, we've all seen before, so we don't need to worry about those. So basically, we only have a very small amount of Secret Slab legendaries to find. And sorry if I've been, like, slurring a lot in the beginning of this episode, because I've been looking back at the iPad a lot to just check the floors of them, make sure that we're going for the right ones, and to list all of the ones we've seen already. Anyway, so that changes my plans here. We're going to be going through, I believe, 2 dungeons. I'm not really going to cut it out because, you know, hopefully I'll be able to unlock Mount Mistral sometime soon. Thing is, like, you can't unlock it at all in Pokemon Sky because you can't just unlock it through Wonder Codes. In Time and Darkness, you can, because you can just get you need a 5-star or higher mission to unlock it. And you can just put that in, like, you can't do just a finding quest. You actually have to do a recruit, or you have to do a quest that someone will follow you in to the dungeon. An escort quest, that's what it's called. I don't know why I had so much trouble figuring that out. But you need to do that at, like, floor 15 or higher to get a 5-star rank in that place. So once you accept that quest, it's unlocked and you can go. In Pokemon Explorers of Sky, you actually can't get it until you randomly find it in the bottom of a glass in the Spinda Cafe. And y'all know, I've been drinking so many gummy shakes. Like, my characters, in fact, in between episodes, I got Sceptile to his next ability, which I believe is counterattacking. Yeah, I got Counter Hitter. Nope, I don't want to switch that off. Jeez, I wanted to look at it. Info, we have Pokemon takes on a mini counter status, which makes it strike back against attackers in certain conditions. Basically, they have to use a physical attack on us, and we counter it. So it's great. It's a wonderful attack. Also, we should be able to recruit pretty much everything here. So if we, like, recruit a Torterra or something, I'm not going to be complaining. Let me check the recruitment search real quick. Yeah, looks like we're able to recruit pretty much everything here. As we go on later, we'll start finding, like, Venusaurs and stuff like that. I think they're here. Anyway, if you don't remember which dungeon this is Mysterious Jungle, which is where you went to do the guild challenge to fight against the Grand Masters of all things bad. So that's where we are right now. Obviously, it's not too difficult of a dungeon, but I just figured I'd show it since it's not going to be too long of a trek, and I don't really have anything else to do at the current moment, because I haven't gotten to my next rank, so I can't show off the areas to get Raikou and Entei at, because we've already gotten Suicune. And the certain tower that I'm leaving for the very last, can't go through that yet because, you know, powerful. I do want to actually take on the final maze because I think it'd be awesome to just, like, go through it. The only way we'd really die is running out of PP. What am I doing here? Running out of PP or running out of belly. So I'd like to take that on just because you get the you get a reward for it. I won't say what it is, if just in case we do eventually do it. Also, you can just randomly recruit Flygons here. Like, if I do recruit one, I'm gonna be angry, but I do believe, like, training one up from scratch is more worth the effort than just recruiting a Pokemon already evolved. Because I'm not sure if they actually calculate in the +5 to all stats they automatically get whenever you evolve. If you basically get a Pokemon that's already evolved, so I'd be wary of that. If you're going to like train up any Pokemon, I'd either have it be a legendary Pokemon or a high-leveled, unevolved Pokemon that you can easily evolve and get +10 to all of its stats. Of course, someone can probably correct me and tell me if that's indeed the case, that they automatically have their increased stats. Oh, this boy Shadow Claw, and get out of here with your... Ooh, we're getting a Munchlax. Oh no, we already have a Munchlax, jeez. I already have a ton of Pokemon. Now, I've recruited, just between like the last episode and this one, I feel like I've recruited at least 20 more. Like, they recruit so quickly. First off, I'm going through with Mewtwo, because it's our highest leveled. If I'm off screen, that's currently the B team is solely Mewtwo. I was thinking about adding Deoxys to it, but Deoxys is just so much lower of a level. Wouldn't really be able to stand up to a lot of what Mewtwo can. And it's also just another Psychic type, so I'd rather just not. Weepinbell, I don't think we have a Weepinbell. I don't really have much to use against these Pokemon. I guess Night Slash would work just fine. It would be a nice time to have Aerial Ace, but once again, like, Glaceon covers grass, so I feel no real reason to. Plus, like, it's not like we're going to get one-shot by a grass type. I guess if it's a grass poison type, maybe. But especially in a dungeon like this, it's not gonna happen. Still no Torterra. I know they have like a -12 recruitment rate, so it is kind of iffy. Also, we're literally like never going to find the stairs here. Alright. I'll just stand here for 5 minutes. I hate Petal Dance. Especially in this game. I said that weird. Petal Dance. Especially in this game, it has like the longest animation of most moves, and it still hits like 2 to 5 times. And, you know, it's always at least 4 when it's the opponent using it, so that's fun. Wonder if it's like consistently cloudy. Sometimes pronouncing words is just difficult when you're commentating, I guess. I don't know. I find myself pronouncing things completely differently than I would if I was just speaking in a normal, you know, in a normal context. I don't know if it's the pressure of it all. Not that it's pressuring or like stressful or anything. It's just, you know, gotta keep talking. I already have a Turtwig, so no thanks. I'll pass on that. All right, so this is the first floor we should find a Pokemon. I believe it should be Celebi, and maybe it's in this room. Okay. So I never turned their moves back on, did I? Yeah, so there's no reason to turn them off. Night Slash should be able to take care of you. Celebi has a... wow. So Celebi actually had a plus 20% chance to get recruited there. And with our Amber tier and my level, I believe it was like 65% chance to recruit. Nothing. Man, that's a shame. Speaking of which, it took me at least 5 tries to get Deoxys. All the other Pokemon's second try has been enough, but Deoxys, I don't know. He just took 5 tries or something. It's crazy. Anyway, we're already to the floor we need to be next. We should be able to find a Darkrai here. And it's not a Darkrai, I shouldn't say that. It's the Darkrai. I'm not sure if it'll give us more of an explanation about why we're ever able to recruit it once we actually get to it. But basically, he went through time and space, got interrupted just like us, and so their memories are wiped, just like us. Oh, what a bad time to recruit a Torterra. I'll take it, though. I'm going to send you right back, because you're probably going to get bopped by this Darkrai. This Darkrai is, I want to say, level like 53, so you really have to be careful with it. The highest level that we'll be finding pretty much any legendary from this point onwards. So I'm definitely going to take this on myself. Brick Break, it's weak to it. Very powerful, it's just using normal attacks. Hopefully we can recruit. Oh yeah, I wasn't really hoping on it, because Darkrai actually has the lowest recruit rate, one of the lowest recruit rates in the game. I want to say probably the second lowest to Kecleon only. And it has a -20% recruit rate. Also, there's no point in using an escape orb there because, I mean, look, here we are. Yep, that's the end of the dungeon. We can go back. Even though Luminous Spring is right there, I don't know why it wouldn't just send you to Luminous Spring. Anyway, after that, there is one other dungeon I currently want to go to. That is, unless we're able to, I don't know, eat some apples or... you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to go to the Spinda Cafe, and I'm going to just down all, and I mean all of my berries and whatnot, and see if we can manage to get something out of the bottom of the glass to get to Mount Mistral, because it's a very cool dungeon. I'd like to show it off soon. Ooh, I think we just got it. Oh, please be Mount Mistral. We got it. Oh my goodness, we can go to Mount Mistral. We can take care of it. And that was just like, I think I downed a Hunger Seed. Obviously, I wasn't planning on using that anywhere else. Awesome. Well, we do actually get to show it off now. So we're going to be going to Mount Mistral for our next Secret Slab Pokemon. It's going to be on pretty much the last floor, floor 19. The Pokemon here are actually going to be really powerful. I mean, relatively to other dungeons, obviously to us, they're not really going to be the biggest threat. Okay, it took me a while to figure out who is actually the enemy here. So you're going to be finding Pokemon around level 40 to 50, maybe like 30 to 50, I'll say. They're all pretty much going to be flying types. That's going to be the focus of this dungeon. And I don't know why I just used a Brick Break on a bug and flying type. Yeah, this is a flying type focused dungeon. And basically, I want to recruit everything here because they're very high level and very varied. Yeah, that's a level 37. I guess that's not too far, but I know some Pokemon can be like in the 50s. So definitely be careful while you're going through here. It's going to be one of the more difficult normal dungeons, I'll say, not like the Zero Isles or anything like that. One of the more difficult dungeons we're going through here. That is, like, look at that, 23 damage. While it may not seem like much, like, that is a lot compared to, like, what we've been dealing with before. We want to get to floor 19 in this area to find the legendary Pokemon we're finding here. And I believe you can also bring in a key to... Man, I kind of wish I was playing as Glaceon because it probably would have been better. You're probably a higher level than the Swallow we have, but it's not like I'm planning on using you anyway. Brown Gummy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I really don't have many answers for all these Pokemon, so... Oh. So it looks like you're able to freely fly over the water. It acts as regular water. I was wondering that if you step on it, if you were going to get poisoned, since, you know, it's purple, and that's kind of a... That's usually a sign that it's poisonous, but guess not. Also, we are not finding these stairs. You are a grass flying type. Not much I can do against you. Night Slash is basically going to be my best move here. What level are you? 31. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Maybe they're all weak. Maybe I'm thinking of another area. Yeesh. I know they can be like higher level here. I'm fairly certain. Just crazy we're not getting any of it. Anyway, once we do find Ho-Oh, it's going to be, I believe, a base 10% chance to recruit. So once again, with all of our stuff, it's going to be around level 55, or 55%, not level 55. So it's a fairly good chance. Given our pretty bad luck with the last few legendaries, I'd hope we actually get it. Because it definitely is over a half, at least, now that we've hit level 60. So we'll see about that. Alright, so apparently we get Rainy. Oh, that's a Misdreavus, or Mismagius. Alright, so they're not all flying types, good to know. I mean, obviously there was Flygon. Oh no, it's this layout. Oh, I hate this so much. It's the one that has a room on every, like, it has rooms covering the entire edge of the area. There's a Gliscor. Interesting. Take it out really easy with special attacks, not types. You stop that. Also, what am I doing? Team, y'all get to fight. I'm not bringing y'all around to look pretty. Yeesh. I kind of wish you could just, like, press one button and be like, set them all, or unset them all. Something like that. Flygon, do something. Yeah, give them the business. That was, like, quad effective, and that did 115. That's crazy. Look at that, just knocking him out like no one's business. Man, I missed that. Should have had it turned on for the entirety of the last dungeon. Although it's looking like the Pokemon may not get tough here until the later levels. That's a Staraptor. That could probably knock me out pretty easy if it has Brave Bird. Endeavor, or it could do that, sure. I don't want it to use that and knock out Flygon as well, so I'm just going to pop it and take a step back. Use Stone Edge or something. Yeah. Yeah, they seem to like, I don't know if it's just something that naturally comes along with IQ. They seem to just naturally learn what moves to use on what Pokemon. Because he's been pretty, she's been pretty good at just hitting the weak points. Look at this, it's just using Stone Edge over and over again and knocking them all out. Which, you know, that's what I would do. So fair enough. Although I'd be surprised, honestly, if a Dragon Pulse wouldn't knock out any of the Pokemon here. That's a Silverwind, boy. Ugh. Oh, great, it got the boost. All right, well, I definitely need to use an Oranberry then. I have Reviver Seeds, so no worries, but I still just don't want to waste anything. Oh my god. All right, I'm just gonna start sending some Energy Balls. Maybe a Dragon Pulse would be nice. I know you can shoot through me. There's another. Man, I hate Silverwind. It's just the most common move that clears rooms as in terms of enemies, since you see so many bug types because they're considered weak, and it's like, oh, we can put them Nope. Nope. Y'all know what that is. I'm not even gonna risk that. Hopefully the stairs aren't in there. I mean, obviously I can just have Glaceon use a Blizzard, but I'd rather not have to deal with that. I feel like we're a high enough level to deal with pretty much the rest of the game, so I feel no compulsion to deal with that. And obviously, like, yeah, I do know there's dungeons that are going to be like, oh, all the Pokemon are like level 80 to 90. I'm gonna make a bold decision and say we're gonna bring in Mewtwo for that one. Just because he's already like, okay, Mewtwo right now is level 91 for me. That's how much he's leveled up in between episodes. We got him level 80. Obviously, I actually used the Joy Seeds that we've been getting on him just because I knew I wanted him to be, you know, a certain high level, and I know that our main team is pretty much set in terms of levels. So yeah, Mewtwo's going to be the one we bring into those harder dungeons that we really need to be super, like literally as strong as possible. Although the funny thing is, I think Sceptile has better stats than Mewtwo still, just because we've just shoved so many gummies in its mouth. At this point, it's like it has all the IQ skills it could ever need. It has automatic. Why'd I say it like an absolute dip? It has automatic countering. Like, we're set, you know? Oh, Brick Break one-shots them. That's good to know. I could use an apple. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and eat it now. Whoa, wow, that's full. Also, you can find Big Apples here? Unless I brought that from my items. I don't think I did. Apparently, you can find Big Apples here. That's important, since that's actually a fairly rare item. And you can make them, you can use them to make escape orbs, which you can then turn into Reviver Seeds with the swap shop. So it's good to know. I'm not even gonna bother. No reason to fight you. All right, so actually, now that I think about it, if all goes well here in this episode, we should be able to see the rest of the Secret Slab Pokemon without any problem, which makes me excited because I really, ooh, level up. Now, does she learn Hail? Okay, no, it must be level 64 then, because I was thinking it was level 63 for the longest time, and I never bothered to look it up again. Oh boy, that's a lot of evolution items. I don't think I have a Troll Orb on me, do I? Unluckily enough, no. And I definitely am not looking to get bopped by a Kecleon, so I'm gonna pass on that. I don't have a lot of money either. Or do I have any golden bands or whatever they are? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, I'll ignore it then. It's not like I need them anyway. It'd just be nice to, you know, complete the Pokedex. You know, the Pokedex that doesn't exist in this game also. I just think it'd be really neat. Like, how many people do you think have completed the entire, like, Pokemon thing in this, legitly? Like, not just using Game Sharks or something. Because, you know, DS and all. The DS was the heyday of Game Sharks and action replays, to be fair. Especially because you could just do so many cool things in Pokemon DPS. Diamond, Pearl, and, there is no S. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. That's right. Yeah, there's just so many events in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum that you can never access as an American. So action replays were pretty much solely used to get those Pokemon through the events that we never had access to. I mean, I'm sure there was like one or two for like the Pokemon, but you know, for the most part, you just couldn't get them. Especially like Arceus. I believe it was distributed once during the movie, and that was it. Shaman, I believe we did actually get the item for that. I have no special moves. All right, then. I'm just gonna pop a max elixir. It's not like I'm running out of them. Also, I just want to point out, the way I'm sitting, I'm like cutting off the circulation to my foot, but I'm afraid to move because I don't want to like make a lot of noise in the recording. That's where I'm at in terms of life, I guess. Here, take a Night Slash. That's all that I can do against you anyway. Cool. I'm assuming the only room we haven't checked is like down here. Yeah. Oh wow, I completely cut that off, didn't I? It's numb, which is bad. All right. Pink Gummy. All right. Take it, I think, for poison types, maybe psychics. No, because I think like the Psychic Gummy you can't even find in dungeons, can you? I'm not sure. Max Elixir. Oh, that's a Ginseg. That's right, something I forgot to say. This is one of the only dungeons that you can naturally find a Ginseg. And that is obviously we've used one of those before. It increases the power of your moves. So that's an important item to have that you can only find naturally in a dungeon here. I have no reason to do this, so I'm just gonna peace out on that. Pretty lucky to be spawned in on the staircase. Oh, great. It's at double speed and it has sped up attacks. Hold on. Man, I should really just straight up leave a sticky note on my computer. Don't sit cross-legged when you record. It's always a bad idea. It never ends up right. I used to do it a lot when I did, you know, the old Mario 64 ROM hacks like Kaizo Mario and Chaos Edition back then. Oh, geez, really? 3 Pokemon? Back then, and like literally every other episode I'd be like, oop, my leg's asleep. And it wasn't really the best experiences of my life. All right, just walk on up. I'm just gonna hit you with an energy ball, boyo. Don't have Brave Bird, please. Thank you. Nothing. Cool. We're almost to the end of this dungeon, so that's neat. Once again, it's not the longest of dungeons. Nothing really is at this point until we start getting into like just the dungeons that we're going to basically be doing for fun because they're hard. I want that, you know. I don't need Safeguard. I know it's worth a lot of money, but it's not worth enough. Another orange gummy. These are important because they're good for Flygon. I mean, I'm never going to use a Lob Orb. We'll be real there. Let's move on. Only 4 more floors to go. Words don't make sense. No reason for them to. Getting hungry. I'm really trying to think of any other move I can give Sceptile. It looked like we weren't even moving there for a second. Because I do feel like we're missing a lot of, I don't know, opportunity. Like I don't know if he can learn any other move that would be beneficial to us. I just feel like we're super effective on so little in this game. I don't know, it'd just be something, it'd be nice to have anything else to be super effective against. Like if I could learn an ice type move, which obviously I can't, but that would be great because I'd cover flying, grass, just so much that that I don't really have many answers to. Cherry Berry, no need for that. Never mind all that. All right, so maybe, I don't think we actually have any more dungeons we need to find at the bottom of Cups. I think everything else we'll be able to get through, even if it comes down to Wonder Mail. Although, to be fair, I mean, it didn't take that long for me to find it in the bottom of the cup. That was like, what, 5 extra items? And it's probably because I just got the last dungeon from it. In between episodes, I did get the Lost Forest, something like that. Big Apple, why not? Might as well, just in case we have unlucky. We are unlucky, not have unlucky. We have the unlucky. Man, those Aerodactyls really scare me. It's just like I have horror memories from Pokemon Red and Blue Rescue Team where Aerodactyl were in one of the late game main story dungeons, you know, when you're still like underpowered and unevolved and everything, and they can just absolutely wreck you. Like they just use agility, catch up with you, use, I don't know, ancient powers, speed up, and you're dead. And there's so many of them because this particular dungeon only had like 4 or 5 different types of Pokemon they could have. Like I think it was a Rhydon, an Onix, a Steelix, and then Aerodactyl. And that's like half of what you could have. I already have a Mismagius, thank you very much. So, wasn't the funnest experience, so I'm just afraid of, ooh, I want that. That's an Escape Orb. Pretty much no matter what, you wanna pick up Escape Orbs. No! Oh no. That was floor 19. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to redo every single dungeon we do. That, like, I said it last time, I don't think I've gone through a single dungeon without messing something up majorly. Literally the last dungeon we did, I forgot the secret slab, and this time I just passed it up. And that's literally what I was talking about in the last episode too. I'm angry. Alright, after cutting the global populations of Jumpluff and Mothim in half, we finally made it, and I do mean that. I have fought so many Pokemon, it's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure Glaceon's like on the edge of using all of its moves as well, so I don't know, I feel like there's some dungeons that just have a higher modifier for how many Pokemon spawn in at a time. I feel like the early dungeons, it's like, okay, 3, 4 max. These dungeons, it's like, oh, that's a Ho-Oh. Okay, well, I almost forgot that I was looking for it again, and that would have been the saddest moment of my entire life. Anyway, yeah, it feels like these dungeons can have like 6 or 7 Pokemon at a time, and that's not even including like a monster house. So this is how it pretty much has a complete advantage over us, so let's just start fighting. I'm sure this will go great for us. I doubt it can do much damage to us. It's only like level 43, and there you go. There's your Ho-Oh. No recruitment, of course, because who could ever get that, you know? Alright, well, seeing how we had to retread that, I think I'm going to save the rest of Surrounded Sea, because it's the last Secret Slab Pokemon we have to find. I'm going to leave that for the beginning of the next episode, and of course it is a dungeon that we've gone through before, so I'm just going to start off on like floor, I believe it's 18 of that dungeon where we need to be, so see you all then. We're going to have that done, and then I believe I should be the next rank in terms of our team level, so we're probably going to go after the next of the legendary beasts. So I'll see you all then, and goodbye.